General Quarters.
Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. Today, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm trying maybe to start a new series on the channel, and that is the Decision series. So, what this series is going to be about, at least what I'm going to try and make it about, if you guys like it, is that we're going to analyze some battles that I have. And they may be fantastic battles, they may be utter defeats, whatever the case. We're going to go and look at it. I'm going to try to explain some decisions that I made and some that I could have made better and some that maybe I shouldn't have called at all, or what I maybe should have done instead of what I did, if you guys are catching my drift. So anyway, we are here in the Grosser Curve first. So this is a very, very tier 10 battle. There's only 2 tier 8s in the game, and they are the Clevelands on either team. So yeah, this is one of those games. So anyway, here is my captain build for the Grosser Curve first. And here is my module build. Hope you guys got a good look at that. That's the standard build that I've been using on the GK. No surprises there from those of you that have been with the channel for some time. So anyway, I'm over here on the decap, and what I'm just trying to decide right now is, do I want to go in front of the island or behind the island? And do I want to move up and try and support D? Well, right now I'm just looking at the Grosser Curve first. Do I want to try and move up and support D from close range or kind of far away? And right now, it looks like I have decided to go behind the island, taking a screenshot there because I do like the Grosser Curve first. Alright, so now enemy targets have been spotted. That Z-52, he is closing into secondary range mighty fast. He's spotted by the Shimakaze. So I select him with my secondaries, and now I'm trying to get the secondaries free of the mountain so they can try and start to tear into the Z-52. I also do take a pot shot at the Z-52, but ooh, no cigar. Anyway, in my haste to get my this is the first mistake I would say that I made this match. In my haste to get my secondaries firing, I have exited cover, and now since the Grosser Curve first is such a large ship, well, I'm kind of committed to this path. If I would try to slow down and go back, I'd be stuck out in the open for God knows how long. Thankfully, more of my secondaries does tag the Z-52, and I get a hit and a reset on him. So here I'm stuck in the open, and now I'm going to have another choice. I can either go forward into D or try to get behind those islands that set you on that extreme easternly path. So that's what I'm trying to contemplate right now as I try to deal with this Grosser Curve first. So this curve is giving me broadside, I'm giving him broadside, and I mean, when you're in the GK, you kind of need all your guns firing in order to hit targets at somewhat long range. Thankfully, I did get 4,000, I think it was 4,000 some change on the first salvo, and 5,000 some change on the second salvo. But at the same time, I'm also very, very visible to, well, everyone on the enemy team right now. And this Baltimore, who's within secondary range, even though he's behind an island, and there my secondary is going off now. And thankfully, the German secondaries with the updated pins, well, they just chew through cruisers like it's nobody's business now. And now I have made the call. I am going and turning away from D. I'm going to try and get behind the island right here and get on this easterly path, which I think was a good call, considering if I had just gone forward and tried to just tank, well, I wouldn't have been alive for that long, because the amount of fire I would have been under is, well, crazy. Although it was a good call going from the bad call to try and get my secondaries on target so quick. So it's kind of, I would say this is a nice recovery from my initial slip up, even though I have lost just under half of my health. So I take a shot at that Baltimore who's bow on. Thankfully, I get a couple of fairly good bites on him and get some good damage on him. Now, thankfully, I was paying attention to my minimap, and there someone on my team pinged this corner. Now, I thought maybe they knew a ship was there, but now looking at it, you can see that the Z-52 was last spotted here, so that's the ship that I am looking out for with Hydro. So I'm still going around the corner, fairly confident. I got my Hydro up, and I'm looking in this direction. I see smoke, so I'm thinking, okay, Z-52 is probably going to try and come around this corner, so I'm just going to get my guns ready for him. Except, oh no, it's the Minotaur, who I haven't seen this entire game. So target him with my secondaries. I got my Hydro going up. And now I'm thinking, alright, should I come around this corner full speed and just try to Tokyo drift it? Which I was going to do, but then that Kremlin got spotted. So now I'm seeing if there's a way I can cheat my shells over the island and get them to hit the minnow. And I slam on the brakes and throw the rudder hard over in order to avoid these Minotaur's torpedoes. And there, again, I try to get the shells to cheat over the island, but hey, it's a German battleship and the angles are so flat, can't do that. So now, now I'm stuck out here with a Kremlin, Hindenburg, and Minotaur at my nose, and my cruiser buddies are kind of abandoning me, except for this guy. This hero in the Yoshino has come to my assistance. A Yoshino at this range is engaging a Kremlin to help me out here. While the other cruiser and battleship run away from the situation, the Yoshino is sticking with me. So hats off to that guy. So anyway, second decision I could have made, well, third decision actually. I could have continued to go forward and engage that Kremlin and get at his sides. But if I had done that, 1, the Hindenburg would have torpedoed me, 2, the Minnow would have torpedoed me, 3, the Z-52 would have... I would have ate everyone in torpedoes. So that's a pretty obvious decision, and I did not make that. So, another decision I made here is that I'm not really going to try to spend I'm not going to spend too many salvos. Now the Alaska's gotten into battle. Although I'm not sure if the Alaska meant to get into this fight, or he was just backing up so he would stop getting battleship shells in his face from the battleships that are hugging that island at sea. So anyway, I said I'm not going to spend too many salvos on the Kremlin because at this angle my shells are going to be mostly bouncing. I'm going to let my secondaries chew through them as much as they can. But he did give me this nice flat broadside, and I did get a set off on him there. Looks like he almost ate one of Yoshino's torpedoes, and I'm still eating the Hindenburg's AP and HE. And now the Kremlin is turning into me. Now originally I was going to go forward because he was about to be at my sides, and I decided that it would be better if I had some forward momentum to maneuver, but now he's coming right at me, so I've continued to slam it into reverse. Another call that I made that I would say would have been a good call. So thankfully my secondaries, well, the fire that the Alaska set finished him off, but a good amount of damage to him was from my secondaries. Now here's the Z-52. Now I'm already have my ship slammed in full ahead. So I decide to leave it there and not back off the throttle. That way I can have as much maneuvering speed as I can in this short distance. I'm still turning towards where I assumed he dropped the torpedoes, which you can see here is I guessed right. I eat 2 torpedoes, but unfortunately my damage con is on cooldown. And this right here is why you see me holding my damage con for so long. I think I used this set to put out just a fire or 2. It would have been better if I just would have let that fire burn, those 2 fires burn, and saved it for this situation. So my secondaries are tearing into the Z-52, and I'm still eating shots from the Hindenburg and Minotaur. And there's now a Donskoy in the back who's also working on me. Whew. So now, I pop my Hydro to see if I can get that Minotaur spotted to discourage him from coming around the corner of that island and trying to get some bonsai torpedoes on me. This way he's spotted. He knows he cannot get across this island without me and my team shooting him. And I've been begging my team to push up. And now if you notice on the mini-map, I think it's in Missouri, finally has decided to push up. Or, well, we'll see what it is in a second. So now I'm also trying to go dark. Is a Montana. The Montana decided to push up. I'm trying to go dark, but this Hindenburg's still within my detection range. So if my team can sink this Hindenburg, I got 15 seconds till my hill's off cooldown. I can survive. So now I'm trying to get bow into the Hindenburg. That way his AP will just bounce off of my bow. But unfortunately, before I can do that, the Donskoy manages to sneak a salvo over the top of the islands. Looks like those shells are actually trimming the top of some trees and gets into my superstructure and takes me out. So I'm ending this battle with 1 kill, 193 secondary hits, 9 fires, 28 main battery gun hits, 3 million potential damage. And you can see I'm a little salty in chat saying, y'all really couldn't have pushed up a solid 20 seconds sooner. Because at that point, the Z-52 was dead, the Minotaur was dead, most of the big heavy hitters, the threats were gone. But again, this Yoshino USA 2371, he's the real MVP. He was here the whole time. Unfortunately, I think he's about to get. Yep, he got taken out right there. But that man stuck with me. So hats off to that guy. So, anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Is there any other? I know there's gonna be a couple of y'all which are gonna write some essays about what I could have done wrong, what I could have done better. But that's fine. That's what I want to see for this series. I just want to see what you guys can pick apart from my gameplay. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Enjoy analyzing my gameplay, and I'll catch you guys. Oh, also, if you did send in a replay in the last couple of days, I've been trying to get them to work, but the replay system has been finicky. I'm just saying this again because I got some of them to work now. I don't know. Some have to be open and with a file in the Warships folder. Some don't. It's being really finicky right now. So I do apologize if you haven't seen your replay on the channel. If you're sending like a really awesome replay that you thought should have made it on. If you want to send it again and see if I can get it to work in, maybe something went wrong with the file being slung across the internet. I don't know. Computers are funny sometimes. Alright, guys, hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Hope to catch all of you guys in the next one.